Hi, everybody. It's time for our daily political energy reading from the swamp. That's a mouthful. Try saying it. For Wednesday, March 26th, 2025. As usual, this is just a general reading, no specific questions asked. Um, I just want to get like a temperature reading, just to see where the energy's lying, with everything that's happening and going on. Um, and instead of focusing my general on the current administration, instead I focused this reading on where are the American people and what are our hopes going forward. So I was trying to do something with a little bit more of a positive bend to it, so to speak. So here we go. First card up I got was the Ace of Swords. You're talking breakthroughs, new ideas, being sharp minded. Um, People are starting to think really, really hard about what direction they want to push the country in, how they feel about the current administration. So this is a fairly positive card. Um, Now, when you look at the Ace of Swords, that's a double sided blade. So it's not dull on one side and sharp on the other. It's sharp on both sides. So it's slicing and dicing inside and out. So it's a way of cutting out what is bad to focus on what is good. The next card up I drew was the Fool. Another card that's talking about new beginnings, new possibilities, um, almost an innocence of sorts. And I think a lot of people are really feeling pushed and wanting to gain some of that innocence back that they're missing. Um, they want to they want to have trust in life. They want to have trust in each other. They want to have trust in their government. And right now, that's not happening. And so this is more of people just being foolish because they're not paying attention all the way. Or if they are paying attention, they're paying attention to the wrong thing. So that's kind of where the fool comes from. Um, Next up, I pulled was the Empress. Now, this is Empress is major arcana. This is expressing abundance, fertility, um, divine feminine, um, accomplishments, growth, um, taking positive action. I think that when you pair it with the Fool, okay, suddenly this has a little bit more meaning because we've been foolish. Now it's time for us to put away childish things and to start working and nurturing not just each other, but ourselves as well, along with our country, along with our government. It's time to start holding people's feet to the fire and make them be responsible for their actions or their inactions. Um, the Empress is she's someone that would be considered like a good parent, okay? Someone who's nurturing and caring and loving. And right now, as far as our government goes, we're not feeling that at all. So these are all of the things that we're pushing for going forward. We want this back. Okay, they can't have it. We want it back. Next up, I drew the, what is this? The King of Swords. So you're looking at someone who's thinking with his head and not with his heart, which there are times when that's more appropriate. Just as there are other times when thinking with your heart over your head is more appropriate. It just depends on, excuse me, let me pause a moment. Okay. When the little one starts barking, it's like his button gets stuck and he can't stop. So, the King of Swords. This is someone who's disciplined, someone who's truthful, someone who's very honest, sharp minded, um, somebody in authority. And this is what we're missing. We have lots of people that are wanting to step up and be in authority, but there's no mental clarity. There's no discipline actions. There's definitely no truth. It's just lies coming out. Um, Dishonesty seems to be the rule of the day. And what we, the people, are pushing for is dishonesty to come back. We want to be able to trust our government to do what is best for the collective whole. That's the whole point of a government, is to do what's best for everyone, not just a select few. And the last card I drew was the Five of Pentacles. This seems to be coming up an awful lot. Um, you're talking poverty, financial loss, um, worrying about things, feeling isolated. This is something that we're all, I got my blur thing on behind me because I didn't feel like dragging my screen out, so my cards keep fading out. Um, you're looking at people who are insecure. All of the well-off people, they're on the other side of that window there, where there's warmth and there's light, where there's plenty. The rest of us, we're out in the cold. We're like, okay, I know this isn't going to last forever, but damn, it's cold out here, and I want to be inside, not outside. So that's something else that we're pushing for, is to get rid of the poverty end of this and get everybody inside where they can be warm, they can be fed, they can have a place to sleep. And right now things are upside down, whirly dervish, topsy turvy, you name it. That's where we're at right now. So this is one of the possible outcomes from this reading. And so what we have to do is see this, acknowledge this, and then push forward to change it so that this is not our outcome, but the opposite. And then at the bottom of the deck, I had the Seven of Cups. Again, you're talking opportunities, uh, wishful thinking, illusions, um, making choices, trying to figure out what your purpose in this world is. Well, we've kind of got our calling cards, right? We've been told it's time to buckle up. It's going to get worse before it gets better, but it does get better. Um, while daydreaming may be good and it's nice to do, in a slow afternoon, kick back and just daydream about how you wish things were. Well, that's also a form of manifesting. So when you kick back with those daydreams, start seriously thinking, how do I want my world to be? How do I want my country to be? We want to be celebrating with the Seven of Cups. We don't want to be out in the cold saying, wait a minute, this ain't fair. Because they're right, it's not fair. So altogether, I feel like what Spirit is trying to tell us is we have to set our mind on what's coming up. We have to be willing to push forward and demand that we get our rights, demand that we get those government services that we pay for. That's what our taxes pay for. Social Security, that's our money. That's our insurance policy, our retirement plan. You pay into that all of your working life. And I'll be damned if I'm going to let some billionaire wannabe God come along and decide, no, I'm going to take it and I'll give you a little bit every now and again when I feel like it. No, that doesn't work. And we need to understand that. We need to take a grip on that. If we want to live in abundance with the Empress, with everything being there for us, then we got to think it. We got to act it. We got to demand it from our government. We hired you. You work for us, not the other way around. And part of your job is to make sure that the programs I've paid into all of my life are still there for me to enjoy my retirement. I'm a few years away from retirement. Now I have to worry, is it going to be there? I wasn't worried before, but I am now because they're doing their damnedest to take it away or at the very least privatize it so that they're making all the money and we get the scraps. That's been this whole trickle down BS we've been fed for 50 plus years. Oh, give to the rich. It's going to trickle down and everyone's going to do well. No, that's not what happens. The only thing that trickles down is when they empty their bladder. And that's what empties down on us, is that. So we have to work hard at demanding what is our rights. We have to get engaged. We have to get involved. We have to show up for the town halls and let our voices be heard. We have to show up in protest to let our voices be heard. We have to show up at the voting booth to let our voices be heard. That's what's hurt us more than anything else, is the amount of people that didn't bother to vote. 90 million Americans decided, nah, I'm not worried about it. Yeah, they cry in a river now, aren't they? So if we want the abundance, if we want that innocence to come back into our life, we want to celebrate with all of those cups, then we're going to have to make some changes. We're going to have to start cutting away all the BS that we're being fed and say, no, that's a lie. I know it's a lie. You know it's a lie. Let's not go there. Let's tell the truth. You get the truth with him because he's got that sword. He's going to cut it in and out. But we get the truth with him. So we need leadership that's going to, we need leadership that's going to be there for us, that's going to make decisions that are what's best for us as a whole, as a country. We damn sure need to get the idiots in there now out. They've broken so many laws. They've committed so many acts of treason. It just boggles the mind. And yet they continue on. Like, how is that possible? I don't know. I don't have the answer for that. But I just know that if we don't step up and do our part, then we're the ones that are going to suffer from it. So let's be positive. Reach for that hope. Stretch out and know that the abundance, the fertility, all of these things, that's our right. That belongs to us, and that's our right. All right. I'm going to stop for now. I think I'm pretty much done. If y'all have particular questions you would like me to ask for these little short political readings, by all means, put them in the comment section below or send me an email and just say, questions for future shows, however you want to put it, and send them to me, and I'll be more than happy to do one of these readings on a specific question. You just got to let me know. As I said yesterday, day before yesterday, I forget, on my daily affirmation. Again, apologies. I've been sick. I've been out of pocket. I've really not gotten a lot of stuff done that I want to get done. And so I'm looking towards April 1st as kind of a reset to get myself back in gear and back doing how I want to run things, the things I want to do for my members, the things I want to do for my subscribers. Subscribing is free, doesn't cost you a penny. You subscribe, click the little bell for all, and every time I drop something, whether if it's a post in my community tab or whether if it's a video, you'll get notified. And so then you'll know, oh, let me go check this out, see what Cherry's up to. So don't hesitate to send me questions. Sometimes I get kind of stuck. I don't know what to ask for, which is why I kind of started doing just the general readings, because I didn't have a specific question. So yeah, if there's something particular for political readings that you want me to read on, then put it in the comments section below or send me a message via email. And I just realized that the banner for my Draining the Swamp show is still running. Sorry about that. I thought I turned all of that off. I missed that one. So y'all have a good evening. Have a good day. It will get better. My guides have been very insistent and very specific about that. And they keep telling me over and over and over again, it will get better. But that pendulum had to swing all the way to one side completely before it starts heading back in the other direction. In the meantime, it's up to us to hold them accountable and to try to prevent as much of the negative stuff from happening that we possibly can. Don't get violent. Don't get crazy. If you go to a march, simply go and march. Do what the handlers for that march are telling you to do. Don't get violent. Don't commit any crimes in the process. That doesn't do anybody any good at all. All right. I think I'm done. They're not saying anything else. So I'm going to stop for now. And I'll see y'all tomorrow night for Sisters of the Mystical Tarot. It's every Wednesday at 6 p.m. Central. And then Thursday night will be Golden Girls Coffee Clatch with Marina from Heart Centered Tarot. And um, well, crap, I forgot who I was with. Val from Dragonfly Crystals, and Allie from Heart and Soul Connected. Um, we do the Wednesday night show. Again, if you have a question you would like us to read on, you need to leave it in the comments section below the most current advertisement that we put up for it. And then that way we kind of know how many we are, on how easily we are led to go down the wrong path. So, yeah, I'm getting tired. I wish I looked that good for real. People say, well, that kind of looks like you, but not completely like you. I tell them, yeah, that's my AI facelift. Makes me drop 20 years. A girl can dream, right? All right, people. Y'all have a good day. Have a good week. I will try to wrap up another one of these in the next day or two, as well as my daily affirmations. Trying to get back into doing it every day like I was. I used to do these on my lunch break with my phone, but my phone is like bugging out on me lately. It cuts off in the middle of stuff, or it won't replay, or it won't load, or whatever. So I'm just like, okay, I'll just have to do the next day's reading the night before. And I think that's going to work better than anything else. So, yeah, nope, that's it. Nothing else. Sometimes I just got to stop a minute and kind of like tune in. They have plenty to say before I came on. Then they go quiet once I get here. All right. Y'all have a good one. And I will see everybody tomorrow night. Bye.